Hey Game Strikers, welcome to another edition of First Impressions. Today we have an incredibly unique product here today. It is the AVS.
Yes.
So, a lot of you may be thinking, like, what is the AVS? Well, I stumbled upon it online one day. Here, we can put it back down.
Okay, man. I love it so much already.
I know, right?
Look at it, everything.
Yeah, they did such a great job with that. I mean, it's it really looks like it's modern.
Yeah,
You know,
and a modern NES.
It looks. You know what how I say this is? It's as if we never left retro. We never left 8-bit gaming, and this is what 8-bit gaming consoles today would look like.
I could see that. Love how it has 4 controller ports there, everything, yeah.
Oh yeah, that's a nice little touch because, as you know, NES only had 2.
Yeah.
And it did have quite a few 4-player games.
Yep.
So that'll be interesting to check out.
Definitely.
Okay.
Kaiju Lou here. Hello, everybody.
Oh yeah,
Cameraman
we have
Kaiju
cameraman
Lou.
Kaiju
Yeah,
Lou.
you
got
the camera.
I have a question. So pretty much just to get it clear, well, for me at least. So this AVS, it plays both NES and Japanese NES games.
Famicom.
It's a Famicom. It has a
Wait, because when I get confused with Famicom, you mean Super Nintendo?
No. Famicom is the Japanese.
Okay, because when I hear Famicom, I hear Super Nintendo.
No,
SNES.
there's the Super Famicom for
Okay.
Super Nintendo.
Okay.
Actually, as you'll see on the back of the box, it has a little port for Famicom expansion, meaning you can probably use like whatever expansion stuff they had for it.
Yeah.
Like if I don't know if they had their own like running pad or what.
Probably, maybe.
Because the other day when me and SegaSean were talking about it, I said to them, it reminds me the other day of way back in July we went to Indie PopCon and I bought my modded N64 that could play both North American and Japanese games. So it's pretty much the same thing like that, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Pretty much.
Basically.
So let's go over the specs of the Retro USB AVS. That's the name of the company that made this, by the way. It's called Retro USB. You can check them out at retrousb.com. Not sponsored. I just really want to get them out there because this is a really neat idea. I've heard them do stuff before, but this really made me say, like, huh.
And of all times to come out, the NES Classic is coming out soon. So
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So the AVS outputs the video game in 720p HDMI video. Doesn't go 1080, but you know what? I've seen retro gaming videos beforehand. They don't need to be 1080. 720 gets the job done just fine.
Yeah.
It plays.
Oh yeah.
It will work on North American and European and Australian TVs, as well as Japan. I think Japan's PAL, isn't, aren't they?
Oh wow.
And it 4-score Pro, what we just talked about, 4 players. Famicom expansion port, just talked about that. Cheat code database. There's a cheat code database.
How does that work?
How does it work?
You know what? I think it's actually programmed in the menu. So I guess you just put in whatever game you're playing, and we'll find out when we get into it.
We'll try it out.
And then has an online scoreboard, so you can see like who's ranking in what game. So like I can put.
Oh, it has everyone's scores from around. Oh wow.
Yeah. So this is really a competitive thing for the NES Classic if you know about it.
If you don't mind me asking, how much was this?
Okay, I'll get in that in a second.
Okay.
Because it says the software will update through its USB cable. All you gotta do is plug it into your computer, go to their site, I guess, and like click update, and you got the new software available.
Yeah.
So yeah, it is like a modern day console if we never left 8-bit gaming. So the price of this. So when you order from them directly, at first it's $185.
Ooh, it's a bit steep.
Then you pay, yes, but however, I thought that too, and then I read everything that it does and what you also get with it. And I said, that's worth it. It's pretty good for a
Because I was about to say, I think
third-party system.
already compared to the plug-and-play NES, because that thing's only like, what, $50, SegaSean?
Yeah,
and
yeah.
it comes with over 30 games.
We've both pretty much come to the conclusion. I mean, unless we haven't played it yet, this is First Impressions, of course. But what we say, we both agree, this is for collectors. If you wanna, if your kids want to try it on NES games the first time, if they have no idea, or if you just want to have 30 games at your leisure, then you can do that. But for this, collectors, I mean, it's got a whole shelf of games.
And this
over
is
here.
especially for the retro collectors who've been wanting to get their hardware in HD lately.
Exactly.
Like, I currently have an upscaler that all of my classic consoles run through. However, and we've experienced this with my NES, there's still some scanline issues, there's still some glitches, there's still artifacts.
Yeah.
Apparently, you don't get it with this because it is a crisp, clean HD stream through an HDMI cable.
We're going to test that out.
Yes, we will be. We're going to be showing off some games, as we do with all the other First Impressions. The one.
Yeah, the one
We've done
for now.
so far.
More coming soon.
But anyways, going back to this, and then I believe it was 14 with shipping. Altogether, it was about $199.99. So almost
$200.
Almost $200.
Yeah, 200 pretty much.
No, like exactly $199.99.
Oh.
Wasn't even 200. But like I said, I thought it was worth it.
Yeah, give or take a penny.
Yeah, really. So I guess with all that said, now let's open it.
Without further ado, let's get right into it.
Check this out.
Oh, it's mine. I paid.
Jeez.
I'm the dude with the Sonic shirt on. I'm very spiteful.
You know, he's in spite.
Oh, here we go. Oh.
Oh, it looks a little
Wow.
smaller than I thought, which is cool.
Yeah. No, it definitely looks bigger in videos.
And this, I mean, look at this picture. You see this picture, and it looks kind of big, but here.
Box also had some heft to it.
So
We'll see.
Hefty, hefty, hefty.
whoopie.
So here it is. Here's the console itself. You've got the front flap. That's NES goes here. Famicom right there. You can close the flap when you got NES in there, not when you got Famicom. All right, so here's the back. There you see the USB port where you plug in the USB cable. That's how you get the system power. There's the HDMI port. That's how you get the picture. And you've got your Famicom expansion port. Meaning you can use any Famicom accessories on it, which is really cool, actually. And oddly enough, here's my favorite feature. All the way on top, you got the power and reset button. Now, Sean, here's the interesting thing. Those power and reset buttons are real NES power and reset buttons that the company managed to get their hands on.
Wow. All right.
They bought like thousands of them for this.
Oh, wow.
So those are genuine NES power and reset
I want a
buttons.
bag.
If the boot fits.
And also, on top of this, they weren't taken from other NES consoles. These are brand new. These are as if they were manufactured in 1980. What, 3?
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah, I thought that was a really cool thing. And they also made it look like the NES.
Yeah, you gotta love that retro design. I mean, clearly.
I was about to say, it has like that.
It has to have a modern look, obviously.
To me, when I saw this, it really looks like that used faded color. When it's,
Yeah,
I'm not saying it's bad, but it's
Yeah.
nostalgic purposes.
I like that. I actually didn't notice that. Good.
Yeah,
good
yeah.
call,
It's like,
Ty.
you know what I mean, that old color. Look at that.
Yeah, no, good call on that. I actually didn't notice that till now.
No, yeah, me neither.
What we can expect from this?
Well, I expect a good experience for $200. Jeez.
Yeah, that's hoping. Here's the definite. All original hardware. None of these. Everything in here has not been taken from an NES. This is all stuff they built themselves.
Yeah.
And they put it in this shell. Best of all, not an emulator.
Yep. That's the key right there.
Yeah, it doesn't emulate. It actually runs the games like it should.
Good quality, good sound.
I'm checking the back of the box real quick because I want to make sure of this before I say it. Okay, I don't see a thing for save ports. Like you can save the games.
Yeah.
And you know what? If it did do that, that means there was an emulating machine.
Mm-hmm.
So since it doesn't emulate, you can't save.
Yeah.
And that's fine.
Mm-hmm. That's how they were meant to be played.
Exactly.
Alright, well, I mean...
Well, one thing not to expect with this, no Duck Hunt. It's an HDMI port. It's an HDMI console.
Yeah.
You gotta use it on HDMI TV, unless you got a an upscaler for like HDMI to AV or whatever. You can't play Duck Hunt because Duck Hunt doesn't work on PlayStation.
Dog fooey.
Guess I'll have to buy it on the Wii Virtual Console or Wii U, which is optimized for it.
But you know what? We are going to show you some games right now.
Overall, I'm happy with it. My final rating for it would be it would be an 8 out of 10 just because of the whole music thing.
I give it a B.
I'll give it like...
And maybe that's
Just because you had to reset it a couple of times.
And maybe it's just because it's my AVS, you know? I don't think that's happened to other people. Maybe over time they can fix that. Who knows?
Yeah.
But until then, guys, this has been First Impressions of the AVS. We have more of these to come. A lot of different concepts on the way with this little series. Stay tuned by subscribing.
Do it now, or
I'm-
else you'll die in a fire.